Southern rock ain't just notes, it's asphalt. Southern and Blues AI Radio. Feel it?
Where the light gets dim, ain't no cross hanging from my chain, just a dog tag rusted in the rain. Dust on boots and grit and smile, I ride alone but feel the mile. Every curve a sacred line, every roar a word divine. Bible thumpers weighed me down, I just shift and roll past town. Salvation don't wear suit and tie, it's leather scars and open sky. Grew up hard with busted nuts, fist full of wrenches, heart full of trucks. They got pulpits, I got gears, and I've been preaching this for years. Ain't no choir like the wind and flame, ain't no hymn like the throttle's name. We ride loud, we ride free, our gospel's built on gasoline. We are the highway gospel choir, raised by sparks and southern fire. No stained glass, just steel and speed, a holy road for those in need. Hammer singing slide replies, engine roars beneath the skies. We don't kneel, we don't tire, we are the highway gospel choir. Rules at heaven's gate. Ain't no angel ever tried to ride the storms that I survived. Preacher warned I'd never heal, but I was built from raw and real. Tell your saints to clear the lane, we're rolling hard with no refrain. Every mile a sacred shout, every soul rings it out. This ain't faith that sits and waits, it's fire that burns and elevates. We are the highway gospel choir, turning gravel into choir. We got chords and we got scars, we sing with fists and tuned guitars. No collection, no disguise, just full throttle southern cries. We don't kneel, we don't tire, we are the highway gospel choir. When I fall, don't pray for me, just rev the sky and let it be. Let the hammer echo loud, let the engine draw the crowd. Plant my boots beneath the smoke, let the slide cry every note. I won't need no quiet stone, the road will mark my name alone. We are the highway gospel choir, fuel-fed truth, no empire. We don't ask, we don't lie, we just ride until we die. Steel communion, rubber hymn, voices ragged full to brim. We don't kneel, we don't tire, we are the highway gospel choir.
dust in my teeth and smoke in my eyes. They tried to catch me with lights and lies, but I was gone before the siren cried. Steel toe boot, throttle stuck. I don't play fair, I don't need luck. Badge don't scare, bars don't hold. My freedom ain't a thing that's sold. Mama warned me with her cross, said the world don't pay what the devil costs. I kissed her cheek and rode away. Ain't no halo fit this straight. Gravel spin from the spinning wheel. All men bark, but I don't kneel. Raising barns and rebel bars, we count our time by battle scars. No map, no oath, no chain to break, just the wind behind the lines I take. I don't confess, I don't obey. I ride too hard to ever stay. Lawman ain't my shepherd, I don't follow sheep. I was forged in thunder where the red dirt's deep. He can chase with sirens, I'll respond with flame. We ain't built for silence, we ain't bred for shame. Lawman ain't my shepherd, and I ain't his game. Running wild since 95, grew up learning how to drive. Before I read, I fixed a car. Before I prayed, I broke a yard. Never had a teacher last, but I learned fast when fists clash. Lessons carved in busted lips and busted bikes and whiskey sips. Ain't no book to hold me in, my gospel's grease, my pulpit sin. I ain't looking for some throne, just a road to call my own. Lawman ain't my shepherd, I don't need no guide. He can wave his warning while I ride and ride. He preaches order, but I raise dust, and I'll outlive his need to trust. Lawman ain't my shepherd, he's just some rust. Had a girl in Tupelo, she said you live like there's no tomorrow. I said, darling, tomorrow runs, but I chase it with loaded guns. She kissed me hard, then walked away. Some hearts don't ride, some hearts just stay. But mine's too wide to be anything but southern wild. Lawman ain't my shepherd, he don't own my lane. I was baptized in back roads where the blacktop stains. He draws the line, but I redraw fade. And when he's knocking, I accelerate. Lawman ain't my shepherd, I don't operate. I was baptized in a pit of coals, smoke in my eyes and ash in my goals. Mama cried over fried up pain while I chased blues in a pouring rain. Tires on gravel, tears in gear, a steel string voice that cuts sincere. I don't wear white, I don't walk straight, but I make peace with every plate. It's that hiccup, smoke, redemption, sin slow cooked to dimension. Slide whales like a second chance, where the blues and fire romance. Every burn scar tells a name, every rib
Broken men don't die alone. No doctor's fix for a soul this sore. Just hot strings and a hardwood floor. We stomp out grief in open G. Let the fretboard set us free. And fire romance. No doctor's fix for a soul this sore. Just a hot strings and a hardwood floor. We stomp out grief in open G. Let the fretboard set us free. You don't need ropes to feel reborn. Just a wooden stage and strings well worn. When the meal is served and the chords come clean, you feel salvation in the in-between. It's that hiccup, smoke, redemption. Sin, slow cook to dimension. Slide whales like a second chance. Where the blues and fire romance.
On the hymn book, mud on the floor. Sunday ain't clean round here no more. Mama lit candles, Daddy lit flame. One raised prayers, the other raised Cain. Smoke rings curl round a fried up truth. We learned sin young and faith uncouth. Ain't no silence in our salvation. Just steel strings and redneck foundation. Grease on the hymn book, gospel and grit. We sing our blues and never quit. Slide guitar and backbeat moans. We turn our sins into southern tones. Crack leather Bible in the glove box stash, next to a flask and a half tank of cash. We ride hard, we break and mend. Every solo's where we make amends. Sawdust floor and a busted mic. That's where I found what heaven's like. Ain't no pulpit gonna hold this fire. We raise our fists with greasy choir. Grease on the hymn book, gospel and grit. We sing our blues and never quit. Slide guitar and backbeat moans. We turn our sins into southern tones. No polished truth, just backwoods songs. We've been too crooked for right too long. But when the riff cuts through the dust, we find our peace in noise and rust. Grease on the hymn book, gospel in
was a hollow log down the hill. Crickets preached when the woods went still. Mama's voice, like smoking pine, carried my sins down that mountain line. No stained glass, just whittled grace, hickory smoke and a weathered face. I found faith in an open flame, where broken men don't speak their shame. Hollow log salvation, muddy hands and steel, slide guitar confession, telling what we feel. No choir robes, no grand parade, just front porch blues and dues we pay. Boots by the door, still caked in red, whiskey prayers whispered from a single bed. Ain't no miracle in these hills and roots, just blues poured deep through stomped out boots. Crows fly low when the bottle's near, and the slide don't lie, it draws you clear. You won't find gold, you won't find peace, but you'll hear truth in every piece. Hollow log salvation, muddy hands and steel, slide guitar confession, telling what we feel. No choir robes, no grand parade, just front porch blues and dues we pay. No preacher came, no sermon flowed, just six strings humming and what we owed. When the logs go quiet and the coals burn dim, we find our God in the blues and hymn. Hollow log salvation, muddy hands and steel, slide guitar confession, telling what we feel. No choir robes, no grand parade, just front porch blues and dues we pay. And I don't play clean, my Sunday best, a gasoline sheen, boot cut blues and a busted belt. Every mile I ride is felt. Pick up prayers in a rusty charm, steel string stars on a tattooed arm. Ain't no halo round my head, just sawdust, pride and cornbread. I got grit in my grin and a flame in my throat. Slide guitar's my only antidote. Raised in sin, I play loud with grit in my grin. Corn, whiskey, wisdom in a coffee can. Learn to sing from a drunk old man. Didn't read notes, just watched him bleed on a beat up telly with lightning speed. Dirt road thunder in my veins, no Nashville polish, just window panes. We howl truth from stage to shack and never once look back. I got grit in my grin and a flame in my throat. Slide guitar's my only antidote. Bar stool preacher, raised in sin,
no silver spoon, no backstage pass, just broken strings and a full gas glass. When the spotlight hits and the amps ignite, we tell the world what outlaw sounds like. I got grit in my grin and a flame in my throat. Slide guitar's my only antidote. Barstool preacher, raised in sin. I play loud with grit in my grin. Rolled the windows down on Highway 9. Went like a handshake, felt just fine. Left that town with a callous grin and a tank full of where I've been. There's a gas station south of Boone where I carved my name beneath the moon. And every crack in that old black top tells a story I never forgot. I got miles of my name on these southern roads, burning rubber where the red wind blows. I ain't looking back, but I carry the flame. I'm made of clay, smoking miles of my name. Pass by farms with kids on swings, truck beds full of wedding rings. Laughter rises from the fields I knew, where Friday nights still feel brand new. The sheriff waved like he always did, still thinks I'm that wild kid. But I ain't running, I'm just alive, riding the rhythm of a southern drive. I got miles of my name on these southern roads, burning rubber where the red wind blows. Ain't looking back, but I carry the flame. I'm made of clay, smoking miles of my name. I've seen cities light up fake, but they ain't got what the back roads make. Give me grit, give me space, give me home with a wilder pace. I got miles of my name on these southern roads, burning rubber where the red wind blows. Ain't looking back, but I carry the flame. I'm made of clay, smoking miles of my name. Bandanas tied and knuckles bruised, raised on rules we always refused. We don't pray, we testify, with a steel string scream and a rebel cry. Dirt road prophets in a lifted Ford, towns down, daddy split with the circus when I was sound. I learned to lie by the age of 10, but I never forgot where the road begins. A torn up map in a rusted van, I chased my own blood into man. When folks asked where I was from, I pointed south and said where the wild run. I've been broken, Baton Rouge, healed in heat on a Dallas cruise. Found my truth in a stranger's stare and left regrets somewhere out there. I don't need no monument, just shoulder with the pavement. A throttle hum, a sunset crown, a place where the noise drowns out the doubt. The highway raised me scar by scar, from busted boots to midnight bars. Don't need roots when you've got range. Some souls just ain't made for change. I loved a girl in a border town, but she feared the sky. I let her down, told her home's not a porch, it's motion, and kissed her hand and hit the ocean. Now I ride with ghosts I chose in the roar they never go. Some folks pray, I just steer. I find God in every gear. The highway raised me scar by scar, from busted boots to midnight bars. Don't need roots when you've got range. Some souls just ain't made for change. Barbed wire boots on a busted floor, junkyard dreams in a liquor store, gasoline breath in a chain link soul. We run wide open with no patrol. Diesel kiss and a fistful of rings. Every love I had wore outlaw wings. Rusty halo around my cowboy hat. And you don't get clean in a place like that. This is my hog-tied heartbeat rolling. Slide guitar like the devil's moaning. Kicking through the smoke and steel. Redneck so you can't conceal. Tobacco truth in a southern drawl. Cheap thrills carved into a bathroom stall. 4-ball tires, a bed full of sin. We ride that line and back again. Honky-tonk sins and sawdust grace. Blood on the strings and mud on my face. Every course is a warning flare. I hound my herd in open air. This is my hog-tied heartbeat rolling. Slide guitar like the devil's moaning. Kicking through the smoke and steel. Redneck so you can't conceal. doctor's fix for this outlaw pulse. No preacher's words, just barroom walls. When the riff cuts deep and the lights go red, you'll find me singing what can't be said. This is my hog-tied heartbeat rolling, slide guitar like the devil's moaning, kicking through the smoking steel, redneck so you can't conceal. Slide lingers through a slow heartbeat, drum fade, bass hum, falling off like a heartbeat stop. I was baptized in a pit of coals, smoke in my eyes and ash in my goals. Mama cried over fried up pain while I chased blues in a pouring rain. Tires on gravel, tears in gear, a steel string voice that cuts sincere. I don't wear white, I don't walk straight, but I make peace with every place. Redemption, sin slow cooked to dimension, slide wheels like a second chance, where the blues and fire romance. Every burn scar tells a name, every riff carries southern flame. Tennessee hills know my tone, where broken men don't die alone. Oh. No doctor's fix for a soul this sore, just hot strings and a hardwood floor. We stomp out grief and open G, let the fretboard set us free. Sin slow cooked to dimension, slide wheels like a second chance, where the blues and fire romance. No doctor's fix for a soul this sore, just hot strings and a hardwood floor. We stomp out grief in open G, let the fretboard set us free. You don't need roads to feel reborn, just a wooden stage and strings well worn. When the meal is served and the chords come clean, you feel salvation in the in-between. blue Georgia with the tank half dry. Left the badge in the mirror and a middle finger high. Back tire twitching on a 2-lane line. Dust in the lungs, throttle feeling fine. Never cared for a picket fence life. I roll with steel, not a ring or a wife. Got ink on my knuckles, scars on my name, but every damn mile feeds the flame. Boots don't shine, they kick indoors. We don't sip, we pour then roar. Biker creed nights and bedtime tale. We ride through storms, not fairy trails. Sunburned face and a torn up sleeve. If I stop, it's just to grieve. The brothers lost and time we burn. No peace earned, just rubber turn. We don't chase, we pull away. Full throttle hearts don't ever stay. Fuel in my veins, wind in my mouth, spitting flames, rolling south. Redneck speed, no chain, no rain, just chrome and thunder in the rain. I don't break when the signs say slow. I was born with a need to go. Fuel in my veins, dust in my soul. A biker's heart ain't meant to fall. Tattooed throttle, holy sin. Where I ride's where I begin. Got no plan, just a warpath route. Highway guys never sell you out. Pulled from wrecks and wiped off blood. Little smoke right through the mud. You ain't lived if you ain't fell and got